Hello, 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 hello. So today I am working on a vibrator.
Hi.
Not the kind you think about, but here we have a vintage transceiver, vacuum tubes, rectifiers, selenium rectifiers, and more vacuum tubes. It's called Starcom. Probably used in aircraft, right? So I am trying to get it restored. And doing so, we have fun with a vibrator. A vibrator. So we turn on a. Does it reach that far? Oh, I got to move the iPad again. To tell you what I'm doing. Okay. We can move iPad. Or I can lift the whole thing up. I guess I can do that too. This is called a vibrator. And sometimes they get old and stuck, you know. So what I have here is a DC power pack. Variable voltage and amperes kind of thing. Okay, so what we're going to do is turn this on. And hopefully get some vibration. And turn this up. Oh, really? Turn up the amperes or turn them down. And makes a humming sound and vibrates in your hand at 60 cycles, roughly, give or take a cycle. And see if we can hear it. I don't know if you can even hear that. I don't know until I play back the video. Kind of different positions. It seems to shut off a little bit. It's just very old, tired thing that needs to be rejuvenated, and I can take it apart. That's the fun thing about these things. 4-prong, 2 fats and 2 skinny ones. I forget we're in blazes. The microphone is on this silly thing. iPad. Not that little thing. Be interesting to know if you hear it. I don't know until I play the video back, so. Definitely needs inner work on it. Easy to do. Oh, maybe I can hear something now. So that's what a classical old vibrator sounds like. Adjust the voltage, of course. Stops. Turn up the voltage. Anyway, I wanted to show that off today for the hell of it. Turn off power supply, put this down. Back here, and I got another thing to show you.
I know.
So, I used to play with these vibrators a long time ago. And repair them and redo them. And we can have fun with a radio. Why? Well, if you got an old cigarette lighter, like one of these, you can make a radio signal with it. So I'm going to pull a trigger on this. Right this way. Good for up to 4 feet away, if not more. I can put it down too. Somewhere. Okay, so what you hear there is me playing with this thing. I don't know if we can see a spark off there. Oh, it's a thing. I don't remember the thing. Okay, hold on. I don't know if it will spark there, but we'll see. Don't know. So what's a little hammer and spring are hitting a piece of piezoactive material, probably a ceramic like barium titanate or something. We can extend the antenna. If I put an antenna on here, that would extend the signal to this. Down to the radio. Or if we put a broadcast band, huh? Medium wave broadcast. Any better noise? Yeah. Can't put it too close to iPad because of the fundamental frequency of it working like that. Cause the interference. Go to FM. I don't think it'll pick up on FM though. No. No. Doesn't pick up on FM, but low band. We go to. Let's go to 5 megaseconds. That's pretty good. So, don't throw away that old snappy lighter if you want to play around. Also, you take a little bit of mercury, a mercury switch, shake it by a radio receiver, you can pick it, hear it. And also watch it in the dark too, it lights up. Because atoms sliding around all over the place. Gallium will do it too. I gotta heat up gallium though. So,
That's my little secret for today.
how long is this going for? 5 minutes only. Oh, 5 minutes only, Barbara. So, these old things here like Sarcom literally is a transceiver. And you see the frequencies? A tuner, believe it or not. It's worthy while getting it going again, of course. And those frequencies are aircraft bands, so this thing would be mounted probably in an aircraft. For sure. I don't see any proper berry mounts, which are shock mounts for it. The case has no mounts on it. I mean shock mounts. And that's the plug. So it's got crystals as well. Those are crystals. Little rounded cans there. And there's a big fat fella somebody added here for some unknown reason. I've seen that before. Is that, yeah. How many megacycles? I don't think it comes out. I'm not going to force it. But that's, I can look at this here. How many kilocycles? Okay. Oh. That's intriguing. Kilocycles? Well, I guess the old days, really old days. Because it's got 148, frequency 121, 122.1, 122.5, and you could, if you had this running, or if I have it running, you could pick up aircraft stuff. It says crystal controlled vacuum tube though. So our little vibrator here. Excuse me. What you do is you want to take it apart, you just peel back all this around here and examine it, apply power, and see if what caused it to act silly. It kind of rattles like this. Excuse me. So made by, hard to read this, Malroy. Vibrator. Type 1100. Excuse me. Wow, something in the air. I get that allergy, I guess. For use on 6-volt battery. So this little thing looks like it was well used. However, we'll get it going again. And we'll stick you about 2 fat prongers. Okay. The fat fellows fit in here. And the shorter ones, or the skinnier ones, fit in the other side. That's what they look like. And they're big and small. And once you get this thing going, I got another one that takes a vibrator. Oh, he's fun too. He's a 6-pronger. I found one on eBay, 6-pronger. And it takes 2 6L6s, probably using them as dual triodes. Put out RF, and it's pinched in with other valves or vacuum tubes. And we do have crystals as well in this one, which I'll show you. This is the other one. It's called Radiaphone. So those old guys are 2 6L6 older type. Vibrator is 6-prong in there. You can see that right there. And it's looks all like 4 fat fellows and 2 skinny ones. Prongs, that is. So, and with old valves, vacuum tubes, they put up a little bit of mercury in to suck out the oxygen. All engineering is amazing with this stuff. Here's a case for Sarcom. It's no berry mounts on it. Aluminium. So, well, good heavens. Video's kind of short today. I'm not rambling on too much yet. I was videotaped some ravens up close. It's very close. They're trusting iPad more and more. And yeah, so I did that. Cleaned up a vintage Springfield trapdoor, 4570. I don't know if you know what that is, number 1. Do your Google searching. Pablo face at your service. So this is off. Okay. I always double check and make sure everything's off before I walk away from the bench. And let's see, more tubies. This audio amplifier. It's another DC power supply sitting on top of the Klystron power supply. And we move along here. I'll show you briefly. Lathe stand I got, reinforcing it, making it strong, so it'll be ready for when they get arrival of pieces of steel as adapter plates to mount a lathe on it, which is the Seneca Falls lathe, what I keep talking about. So they're in the mail. What else have I been doing? I'm always busy. So I kind of wore out the bore brush. Where did it go to? Cleaning out an old barrel on an antique. I'll save it though and clean it up a bit. Keep getting prickles off of it. And 4570 Springfield trapdoors. And I got original Sharps rifles as well. Lots of those guys. And Remington rolling blocks, Verndl rolling block, and all kinds of different configurations. Spencer carbines, Civil War things, in actually mint condition. That's why this place has got security. Oh, plus other things too, research area. So, being a research area, it's got to have hyper security. So another pair of legs, painted. Looks like it'll fit this other lathe of mine up here. The one I built. Four-jaw chuck. I made the faceplate by how I did that. I had to make a faceplate to fit the four-jaw chuck on. Alright, since some of you are into machining, at the very end of that headstock, I mounted a drill. And put the drill at medium speed. I used a variac so I could control it and very carefully machined what they call a faceplate for that chuck. Very carefully. And it was mounted on this H-beams of mine. It does read out pretty good. Pretty reasonable for something like that. Yeah. So, I have my fun. My insanity and fun. So, this guy, okay. So, vibrator. And moving along. This won't be a long video because I gotta recharge it. It's an iPad I had outside filming ravens. I got Woohoo on video, so Woohoo is happy. 19 minutes. I'm gonna make it 20 minutes, huh? Ooh. Quite a sociable animal. Post the videos on Willis fan page community and they get a lot of comments. Other people that like talking to birds and animals and things. Anyway, this is 20 minutes. I wonder how much power I got when I just suddenly drop off. 20 minutes already? Holy mackerel!
20 minutes, Barbara. Where's my hot chocolate?
Sonny, but cold still. That's why I got my coat on. So what other things I've been doing? Okay. I visualize stuff I gotta do and do it that way. I don't use equations. However, I will use measurement instruments. They tell me a lot. So I've got quite a collection of measures, micrometers, calipers, and drafting gear and measurements. I like working as fine tolerances on all the things I do.
Do I sound different today?
Maybe because I feel different.
I feel different.
So, am I going to redo? No, I'm not going to do that. Okay. I'm going to replug this thing in because it was in low power. It was outside filming Raven. So, I'm going to turn off and say hello. I call the video
The vibrator.
Alrighty.